Don't really know if I'm on or not. Yep, looks like I am. Just touching up an old painting. Figured you guys would come and chat, and some of you are having lunch, so you can enjoy your lunch. I don't think I turned down the volume, so of course I'm going to echo. Here we go. Let's see if I can get that microphone closer to my face so people can actually hear what I'm saying. Let's go ahead and add some blue to this little mountain here. I didn't like the looks of this mountain. You know, I painted this silhouette style type stuff, a little bit of a sunset. You know, after you paint something and you look at it and you go, yeah, no. Something just doesn't look right. That's kind of what this was. Like, helps if I actually turn on my phone so I can see if anybody says anything. So we're gonna add just a touch of alizarin crimson to this. It's a little far away from me, but that's alright. I want to put some red in here. Because let's face it, I live in Vermont. And this time of year, everything's red and orange. So we'll put some red in first. So got a little something going on in here. Starting with the alizarin crimson because it's just a little bit darker color. And like usual, I don't tell people I'm on. I just come on. I probably should help me get more subscribers if I actually let people know I'm here, but that's cool. Always seems to be two people in here. I think one of them is a machine. I think one of them is YouTube monitoring me, making sure I don't say anything naughty, which isn't going to happen anyway. So let's go add a little bit of yellow to it. What do you think? Somewhere's in here, let's go ahead and add a little patch of yellow. People are going to come in here and go, wow, how much of this did I miss? Oh, tons. About a year's worth. That's how long this painting's been sitting there doing nothing. And I know that there's a few people that even I watch on right now, but this is the only quiet time I had, so I had no choice. Sometimes that's the way it's going to have to be for me, I guess. I was told to go ahead and just do that because you can't accommodate everybody as much as you really want to. And this will always be on video, so let's put a little orange over here. Pull it into our. Gonna add just a couple little splashes of green in here too. Like right there. Go ahead and do that. Hi Anthony, how are you, sir? Feeling any better today? It was a kind of a cluster yesterday, wasn't it? I was never gonna leave, man. I was gonna be there. Whatever it took for you. That's how I am. Become a friend, I'm committed. That's what it should be anyway. You know how it is. Support the people that support you. It's the way it should be in life. And if you need to help people that don't, that's good too. Just doing a little mountain painting today. Nothing fancy. Excuse me for 1 second. Oh. Did you send that mosquito over here? Can't believe you emailed that mosquito to me. Thanks a lot, man. Just picking on you when I said I thought I swatted it on my screen. Are you painting today? Later? Ooh, that's a wake me up color, isn't it? Whew. That might have had just a bit too much in it. $7 p.m. YouTube premiere. Right? Live. All right. So just in case anybody can't see that chat down there, the person I'm talking to is Anthony Gray from Grayscale Painting. Amazing, amazing artist. And he'll be painting live on YouTube at 7 p.m. Eastern Time tonight. Assuming all the stars align. Because even though we say we're going to be on, let's face it, sometimes we have emergencies that come up. But I always tell people, if I set a time, the perfect world, that's what time I'll be on. Oh, hi, Chrissy. How are you? I'm sorry. Just, you guys can't see that painting, can you? Wow. You cannot see that. That is not bright enough for you to see. What can I do besides kill that mosquito? Oh, I'm gonna get bit. That's all there is to it. Just give me half a second here. Is that any better? Midnight. Oh, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to hit that microphone. Yeah, you know why he does that, Chrissy? That way he doesn't get a hard time and he knows it. You know. So all that harassment you give him. Start trouble, aren't I? You can see fine? Okay. Trying to decide if I want to add any brighter colors to this or just keep going with the beautiful background muted stuff I got going on. All this up here is going to change. I'll probably change the water. I don't really care for it that much. Okay, didn't mean to breathe. I can't remember that microphone sitting right in my face now. Let's go. Boy, I'm kind of like the way that background's coming in. It's I gotta add just a little bit of brightness to it though, just a tiny bit. Let's go up here. Oh, again with the bright green. I must have some on my paintbrush left over from before. This is a little bit out of my comfort zone. This is more a little more intense. I'm used to painting really quickly. This painting was started before, and I worked on it, and I put it down, and I worked on it, and I put it down. And oh, hi, Madonna. Wow, thank you. It's nice to see you. Yeah, what a pleasant surprise. So you got the non-notification notification that I'm famous for? Not telling anybody I'm on, just let them figure it out. It's not really helpful to my channel, probably, but I hate bothering people, you know. I mean, I know you guys are all busy and you got lives, and that's just not how I am. I realize not everybody sits home all day like I do and thinks about ways to get in trouble by his wife. I'm pretty good at it too. But after 31 years, you probably got, if I got it figured out how to do it. So, I gotta add just a touch brighter orange, and I don't believe that alizarin crimson is gonna give me the color change that I want, even with my bright yellow. So, you know what? I got crimson and I got flat. Let's go with a craft paint. Let's go with a craft paint. Get that word out in English. I might have to take a drink in a minute here. Gonna add a touch of bright yellow. And this is flag red. Ooh, baby. That is all there. Oh, yeah. Yeah, there we go. Beautiful. Let's see. We got... Okay, we want it right about here. Let's go ahead and add this. That's heavy. That's heavy duty. Gonna soften that just a little bit. I wanted some bright oranges, but I didn't want a cantaloupe sitting on my mountain here. Feel free to just chat. You know me, I don't care. I'm sorry if I can't see you. I try to look over as much as I can. No, I'm not. I had a chemical reaction to something, and I got a burn on my hand. So instead of making things worse for me, I mean, I always have gloves. I've always had them because I do a lot of alcohol, ink stuff. And as a mechanic, you know, we pretty much live with gloves on. But my hand's got a little bit of a chemical burn, so. Whew. Hello. Good morning. This is the part where the aliens landed, apparently. Wow, that woke up. Let's try to get that. Just pull that down just a hair. Now this was painted one color first. Uh, there we go. That's working for me. Let's check peek in the monitor and see what it looks like. Yeah, you guys cannot see that bright color though. Oh, wait a minute. Yeah, you can. It's me that can't see the. I can't see the bright color. All right. Yeah, they will. It happens all the time, unfortunately. But anyway, so we got some fall background going. Pretty background. Kind of a really muted sky though. All this is. I don't know what. I think I was trying to do an enclosed painting. So let's go ahead and grab. Yeah, let's grab some white. And so we'll grab some white first. Let's change this painting right now. And I'll have to clean that off later. I just covered my phone in little white speckles. It's my own fault for throwing it there. It's going to be fun when I get to that mountain area, though. I should have done this before I painted my mountain, but, you know, I like to be difficult for myself. Let's go ahead and get this in here. Oh, I probably should show you guys. Piece of pine. It's not canvas. It's not paper. This is wood. Probably should have told you guys that ahead of time. This is a piece of wood. It's got knot holes right here. That's what you hold. These are actually some of their screw holes. This was a piece of an old gun cabinet. This was the base that the bottom sat on. Neighbor was chucking it out. It was made out of wide board pine. And, you know, I'm a woodworker, so it's like, yeah, let's not toss out that beautiful wood. Tree should die. Tree died for that, you know. Let's make sure it's got some life still. Yeah, I'm not thinking I'm going to make it too outlandishly bright colored sky. I think I'm just going to go with a little muted. I might add just a touch of red in it. Just to change it up a little bit. Let's add a little bit of white right here. So we get kind of a little wispy. All right. Give me 1 second. Guess that's it. It's just water, Chrissy. Lemon lime water. Actually, it's key lime water. Let's go ahead and pull these through. Nice and try to keep them a little soft touch. Big knot hole. We'll do something with that because it throws some character right there. Might be a great place to put a bird. Right near there anyway. I think I'm going to try to leave some of that background that was there originally. So we're going to go ahead and hope I do this right, Anthony. I've been watching you, man. I've been watching. Hopefully I get it right. Oh, this is all dry. mostly water. It's a little harder with wood. Just a touch of white coloring. Alright, let's see what happens. Come on. We can do it. Spooky. Never done it. This is my first real attempt at any type of a glaze. And I'm probably going to add a little bit of a tree right here anyway. But I'm trying to make it do what I want. Now I got to just fix that right here though. So my problem is sometimes when you paint on wood, you end up with all these saw marks. And no matter how many times you prime it. Alright, this just got a tiny bit of white paint on it. Oops. Probably going to drip if I'm too wet. Alright, easy. Just. I know it will dry, but boy, I'm freaked out about this. I know what you say, it'll dry. The colors will come through, but oh, I'm telling you, man, this is freaky. I don't know how you just do it so nonchalantly, like it's like everyday occurrence for you. There we go. I'm thinking I need some. I know what I need. I'm just reading some things. Yeah. Oh, trust me. Madonna, I will paint on anything and everything. Matter of fact, Chrissy was with me the other day, yesterday, matter of fact, where I primed a cork board. And I did half of it in craft white and half of it in gesso, white gesso. So it's going to be dry for one more day, just to make sure. And then we're going to give it a shot. We're going to paint on it. And it is porous cork, big hole stuff, you know. It's actually the backside of a flooring. It's cork flooring. So it ought to be cool. It's wood on one side and cork on the other. I'm thinking that tree is not going to hide very easy. So I actually might have to put some trees back in here. Moderator hit list. Did I miss something? Yeah, I just smacked the microphone. Okay, let's see. What do we got? I'm just looking at the computer screen. Except for the fact that I got white paint in that bottom, which would be alright because I'll probably just throw some lines in it. I can probably, I'm not sure, but I know what I can do. Is I can do a nice little, already been working on a little bit. Look at that. It worked. I surprised even myself. Check it out. That came out pretty cool so far. Yeah. Bet you guys didn't know that stuff was in there. Oh, look at that. I knocked a piece of. Must be when I painted the other day. I was flicking paint. Which, gee, I'd never do that. Let's see. Go ahead. You know what? Let's go ahead and make stuff out of these then. Give it some. There. Alright. Now, in a perfect world, there'd probably be. I would lose these trees. But I'm thinking I actually need to put these trees back in. I need to put darker trees up here. And that's what we're going to do. We're going to go with a different paintbrush for starters. I know I've been using the same paintbrush. I don't even have paper towel in my hand. Alright. I have a lot of tape. Oh, yeah, my stack of tape. Yeah. That's because part-time I painted showrooms for furniture stores. They'd call me up and I'd go in and paint a bunch of backgrounds and fancy designs on walls for them and things like that. So I work too much basically. Let's go ahead and add something here. Put a little tree back in it. Gotta change that up just a hair. In case you're new and you haven't watched me before, this is a pretty much hammered on old angled brush that is splayed out. Didn't want to throw it out. I cut the middle out right here so it's kind of concaved. And this thing makes beautiful tree leaves. It saved me hours of putting stuff on. I used to do them one by one, and then one day I picked this up by accident because it was just sitting there, and it worked, so I didn't want to argue with it. Let's go ahead and grab a liner brush. Oh, yeah, Chrissy. She's got issues with tape. I think last time I saw Anthony, she was asking you to recycle your tape. It's probably a good thing you kept it, though, because I kind of remember you needing to tape something back on. Just trying to put nothing too carried away. Just we're gonna go ahead and cover these up in a second, but I want them to be there. kind of shows there's a few of them in there. Boy, I can't see much today. You guys aren't buffering at all, are you? I don't see it buffering there. Why does it do that? Why do you find it need to do that on my phone? Oh boy. Listen, Mr. Gray. Don't be sharing any gremlins over here, man. I got my phone to work. Yeah, that works. That works. All right. The tape, please. Ben's live. Sorry, Ben. Didn't mean to be up the same time as you, but so okay, here's a quick question for you guys. The reflection I have here doesn't necessarily look like it would be I don't think it's a reflection. I think I need to make some type of ground here and actually make a tree. And I think one over here would be good. No? Maybe? Yes? Don't know. Let's go ahead. Let's add some color to it. Let's add some color. Let's do something on the bottom right here without knocking it on the floor. This is not my normal easel. I actually had to repaint the back of my other one. So I had to put her away for a little while. I have these boards on the back because I paint on paper so much. And they get so colored that you can't see anymore. Okay, a little bit of black. It's just Mars black. This is actually a poof. That keep myself from remembering here. It's an English ivy green paint that's mixed in with the black. Just using this for the base. This is my dark. We'll put in the lights after. Although it is kind of late in the day for that one, so something right there. Go ahead and I might as well go ahead and grab the paintbrush because I'm going to be spending 6 years out of the way. No buffering. All right, cool. Let's grab some more lumber. Hey, Haswina, how are you? Nice to see you. Welcome. This is the very first time I've ever had more than 4 people watch me paint. So thank you all for coming. I really appreciate it. I hope you enjoy. I hope you enjoy chatting, spending time with some painting friends. And let's pray that this thing stays on long enough for me to get this painting almost done. Because, like everyone else, I have issues with this thing staying up on me sometimes. I caught part of your painting this morning. I'm sorry I couldn't hang around. It is getting into very later fall for us here. So if you've got work outdoors, you kind of have to go out and get it done before we've got 6 feet of snow covering it all. And Anthony lives in the same type of world, just a little farther south than I do. So he understands for sure. You definitely can't put off taking care of your lawn. Because once it starts to snow, let's face it, you're not going to be taking care of your lawn. So let's go. This is just a big, cheapy, ugly filbert brush. Oh, he's actually not ugly. I'm sorry, you're not ugly. Don't get offended, Mr. Paintbrush. Boy, these things have so much attitude. You start offending them, and then they get all upset with you, and they stop being nice and start drying out. So I'm just moving it around. You're holding it at different angles. If you hold it at a different angle, you can see that it will. And I'm not putting heavy paint in. But this paintbrush, if you hold it just right, and that's only from using it about 5,000 times, will actually do all kinds of really cool little things for you. So just let it do its thing. Got a little darker down there. You're still having problems with... Boy, what is it about webcams? You guys are having so many problems with them. I guess maybe because I don't use one. This is all... You guys are actually watching the picture directly off my iMac computer. This is a 27-inch monitor computer. It's actually the littler of the two that I have. My nice new one is upstairs that I bought this year because I do a lot of photography, so I kind of needed something that was going to work for me. So, are you guys feeling that grass down there at all? Or did I just take away from the painting? I don't think so, though. I don't think I did. See if you... Cool. See, now, if you lived over on this part of the world, you could actually go and pick up a old high school twirling baton. It's got the nice chrome metal rod with rubber tips on it, and that thing, I had one and I gave it to another painter that I know, but that thing worked wonderful. It's nice and straight. It's very rigid. It makes a great stick, and it's got rubber on both ends, so you can't mess up and put the wrong end down. Nothing like a little left-handed painting. Glad my arm still remembers. Let's go ahead and make her kind of uniform. So far, I think this painting's going well. Nice fall colors. I definitely think we need to do something about the tree thing going here. Let's go ahead and add a little something right there. Let's grab a little bit of the English ivy green, a little bit of the burnt umber. Let's add just a touch of color right in green right in here. Just a tiny bit of green. Because that's kind of not covered by the trees and not up in the bush, so it's going to be kind of a little bit brighter, kind of alive over there. Not so back and dark and hidden from view. And this, I want this to, I think we're going to make this kind of framed. I'm not going to go all the way up like it used to be. We are going to come up this side, which ought to be interesting for me. Because I'm going to have to move you guys just a little bit. So now we're going to go ahead and, thank you. We're going to go ahead and get some brown. We'll go ahead and put the darks in first, and then we'll come back and put the lights in out there, the reds, and try to stay away from the yellows and oranges. Oops, I might have to put a little bit of water on that. So my problem is this paintbrush will suck paint. It's oh. Easy now, easy. Almost ruined my painting. So I see 9 people here. 9. I see 9 people here. I know one of them is me. And one of them is probably YouTube making sure I'm a good boy. And I see Chrissy and Anthony and Madonna. Oh, I sound like the Mickey Mouse Club. And I see Chippy and Buffy. No, I'm sorry. Flashback. But who else is here? Come say hi. I know some people like to be anonymous, but swing in and say hi for 2 seconds. I won't bug you. I might say hi to you, but I won't bug you. So let's go ahead and get a little bit of that. I'm keep wanting to call it berry cobbler, but that's probably because I'm hungry. Spiced berry. Yeah, I'm not going to take much of it out. I like the look of it kind of going through the trees. We're just going to add a little bit of color. Not much, though. That one was a little heavy. That's a little bit too heavy for me. Gonna have to go in and kind of lighten those up a little bit. We're just gonna stretch them out just a touch. Just using the very tip, this part right here. Just giving it a couple, just to soften the hard edges of those leaves I stuck in. So we can, we'll bring a little bit of that brown down here like this. Red, whatever, it's kind of brown to me. Alright. Let's go ahead and add one right there. Framed picture. Romper room. Yeah, Mickey Mouse Club, romper room. Hey, I have you know, I had some of those romper room cups with the strings on them. Thank you. I think it was a good idea not to touch the stuff down near the mountain and leave the bits of orange color. My water's kind of muted, kind of green, but you know, pollution. This is toward the end of summer, so the water does turn a bit more green on the lake. Now here's the big reveal. This painting is actually from from my work. This is actually one of the photographs that I took of Lake Champlain. Um, Overlooking the lake through this set of trees. The original picture actually had this. There was a bank here, not so much. This was more kind of grass, but grass scares me to do. So, um, yeah, pollution. Not a big fan. Could do without a lot less smoke and smog. But yeah, this is from me. This is one that I took, and you guys are looking at it, so it looks like it's off centered. But that's actually what it more or less looked like. The mountains over there are actually the Adirondacks, which is over in the world where Anthony lives. Champ. I actually have paintings of Champ, cartoon paintings of Champ that I did, bunches of them. But, yeah, Romper Stumpers. Yeah, that's what they were called. But it was pretty flat that day, so there were really not any water ripples. But I'm not sure that I shouldn't add a couple. Just like there's an occasional little something in there. I got some titanium white. I think that might be really super harsh though. I'm not sure. This one's probably above my pay grade. Whoops, sorry. I'm not sure about the water part, but I think this is pretty much where we're gonna leave it because I don't want to get too deep into this thing as far as ruining what the original painting picture. I mean, the photograph was like. It's funny. That's exactly how that beach looked over there. So there must have been some water. But no, I think I'm gonna leave it. I think just these little tiny spots where I had to pull up the paint. I think leave it makes it just enough. Thank you. Thank you, Madonna. I actually spent, last year I took almost 4,000 photographs. Published a few, but I have to keep track because I have SD cards, so I know how many photographs are in them. Actually, I've got, before I let you guys go, give me half a second. Oh, yeah, I'm sporting some electronic hardware today. I'll be right back. All right. This is the same day. See if I can show you without getting a reflection off everything else. But probably not gonna be super easy to show you guys without this world up here showing you what's not going on. But anyway, that's it. You can't see because of the stupid LED lights I got up here. Yeah, thank you very much. Well, I'm gonna sign this one, believe it or not. And that's a rarity in itself. Because you'll find that I probably signed 1 out of 30 paintings. And I probably won't be able to sign it. And here's the strange thing. My signatures are all in this. This is gold acrylic ink pen. And of course, that's probably right where you guys can't see. No, it's down there. All right. Yeah, it's right there. It's in gold. But thank you for coming. It looks like I did it under an hour, which I was hoping to do. Um, I had prepped some paper in case I completely lost my mind. Um, this is the same painting, but in a really generic. It's way too big to fit in here, but this was kind of a flat generic. And that's actually wood flooring too. But thank you. And I appreciate you all coming to visit me. Please hit the thumbs up if you like it. If you don't like it, please hit the thumbs down, because that way I know you watched. Believe it or not, it matters to me. Um, if you hit the thumbs down, send me a comment. Let me know what I did, because I can't fix it unless I know. You know? And feel free to always comment. And I told some people this morning, just so you know, I'm giving away a painting probably next week. Actually, one of my own. I'm not sure if it's a new one or one of the ones I had, but we'll figure out how to do it. All right? And y'all take care. And as always, enjoy life. You never know. See ya.